Hello, everyone, and welcome to the void between reality and the land of hackin' nerds. My name is Brian, aka He of the Void, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Transformers Age of the Primes leader class Big Convoy. And yeah, this is another figure from the Beast Wars 2 / Beast Wars Neo universe. You can tell that because he is wearing an entire exploded mammoth as kibble and body armor. And he is one of Optimus Prime's various multiversal forms. And this is, I believe, only the second time we've gotten a figure of this particular character. Obviously, there was one from Beast Wars Neo, and then there were a couple repaints of that figure. There was Big Black Convoy, very, very unfortunate acronym there. And then there was Ultra Mammoth, which was a Transformers Collectors Club exclusive. Remember that? Remember when it felt like fans had an active enrollment and involvement in Transformers? Pepperidge Farm remembers. But anyway, so the first modern reimagining of this toy, or this character, like I said, you can see that he is wearing an entire exploded mammoth on his back and shoulders. And he is armed with his honestly pathetic gun, his little pistol. Yeah, it's kind of bad. But we'll give you the customary look at Noggin. It's going to be very hard to get my hand behind this to make it focus on Noggin. I'm going to attempt my darndest. I can get a finger behind it, maybe. But it is, I mean, it's Optimus Prime's noggin with horns. What more do you want to say? Or want me to say? It's a good noggin. Noggin is good. Good noggin. This is supposed to come off. I will show you that in a minute. So he does come with some other accessories other than this pathetic little pistol. We'll take that out of his hand. If you open up his chest, he does have a matrix. And it would help if I brought the camera forward again. Professional reviewer, folks. I promise you that. I am so professional. I'm not. I'm in no way professional. I'm the opposite of professional. Self-deprecation aside. But you can remove it. And this is called, I believe it's called the Energon Matrix. And I love this design for the Matrix. I think it looks really good. I think the red and the really pops among the gold. And you can position his arms so that he can light your darkest hour by, still dropping accessories. Some things never change. You can hold it like that and do the light your darkest hour pose, which I always do appreciate with an Optimus Prime or Optimus Prime adjacent. And when you're done with that, you can just take it out of his hands and you can store it like that. Now, this guy comes with a lot of various accessories for murder, because in the cartoon, he's apparently known as the one-man army because he's got a lot of weaponry. So one of the weaponry is stored in his... I'm just going to take this off, and it'll make it easier for posability as well, which I'll get to once I do all the weapons. You can come in here and fold out these honestly kind of pathetic tonfas. I wish these were longer, but design limitations, I suppose. If I can get it out. Camera. There you go. So he's got his tonfas. And if we come in here and kind of untransform this a bit, you can come in here and grab these little red missile-looking bits. the same over here. And then just plug that back in like that. And he can have these either on his arms, like that, or you can take these bits, pull these out, and just swing these around, like so and like so. And those can form little cannons, kibble cannons. Oh, and you're not ready for the kibble cannon in a moment. So you can give him that. Then you can fold these bits up to reveal some missiles. You can also fold these in if you want and put the tusks in, which looks absolutely ridiculous. I do not know why you would want that, but it is your toy. Do with it as you will. Just pull this top back out for now. Come on, there we go. And then we come to his primary accessory, the big giant slab of kibble. But said slab of kibble can indeed open up like this. You can't, oh, first you, pull that out. Then you're gonna put that down and take these panels, unpeg them, and just kind of fold them out. Then come to this section, open that, and then you can pull out this stand. And this is a little difficult to get into his hand. I always forget where it's supposed to go. Oh, forgot. You have to come in here and pull this little nubbin out. Like so. And then just kind of finagle it so it goes in his hand. And you can have him all armored up with the big cannon. And that looks utterly ridiculous in the absolute best way possible. Oh my God. It's literally the trunk, back, and ass of a mammoth with a gun in the middle of it. I love it. Oh, it's so bonkers. Unfortunately, this does not come with what the Japanese version of the original came with, the Matrix Buster. I'm going to come back to that in a minute when we go to the final thoughts on the figures, because I do have one sort of overarching complaint about this, but yeah. Okay, so we're just going to take this off for now. And those tusks love to fly off. Just cram that back in there. And then we'll just take these off for now. And just fold these back. So going into posability, he has decent posability, but again, he is consumed by kibble, especially when you have this on his back, which will just transform back into the mammoth real quick, or the top of the mammoth. Just fold that in, fold that down, fold these in and peg them in, like so, and then just collapse that down. Oh, sometimes the tail does like to come undone. There you go. There's that. Posability. Head is on a ball joint, but again, consumed by kibble. You have this is more or less for the transformation, but you do have a bit of a butterfly joint at the shoulders, rotation at the shoulders. Again, the kibble's going to get in the way, but it can do a full 360 if you finagle everything around. Waist is on a swivel, can go 360, but again, kibble. Then hinge at the hips, can do the splits, can kick forward that far and back that far. And you do have a bend at the knee, pretty deep bend at the knee, in fact. And you do have a little toe articulation. So that's all it is for posability. The big cannon connects through this little strut, by the way. It is very hard to get on and get balanced. But yeah, I like this robot mode. It's a good robot mode. It's bonkers in the way that a Beast Wars 2 / Beast Wars Neo figure should be. It definitely checks the boxes of heavy prevailing insanity, as all good Beast Wars Neo / Beast Wars 2 figures should be, or should have. Okay, so we're just going to fold in the tonfas here, and we will go ahead and get into transformation. So first things first, I'm going to come to the head and just push those horns in. Then we're going to fold this up, connect these two pieces, and then that'll go over the head, like so. Then we're going to just fold these up for now and fold these pieces out. Oh, I forgot to mention these gold pieces are also on a hinge. So while it's for the transformation, you can use these to get a bit more arm articulation, which is very nice. I do appreciate that. But just get these out and around. Then we're going to come to the back, fold this in and connect that. Then we're going to take the arms and just fold them all the way back and around for now. Then we're going to take these pieces, and there's a little tab here and a slot there, and a tab here and a slot there. And we're going to fold these around until they snap into place, like so and like so. Sometimes the arms do make it a little difficult. And there you go. There's the front part. Now for the legs, we're going to open this panel, slide this panel out, and then you can plug in the missiles. Same on the other side. We'll just plug that in. Then we're going to come to the legs. We're going to open these panels. Then we're going to fold in the foot, like so, and like so, and then just fold the heels in, close that, turn these around, and there's tabs here and here and here and here, and we're just gonna pull that in like that. Then we're gonna collapse in. Oop, sometimes these do like to come undone. But that's okay, we can just snap them right back together and just fold everything in like so. Then we're gonna take these panels and we're gonna connect. There's a little slot there and a little tab here. We're just gonna kind of finagle this so that that will connect. And then we're gonna take this bit, fold that down and snap that in. Then we're gonna take this and just fold that around, and that will peg in. I said that will peg in. Come on, big convoy, work with me. Sometimes the toys don't want to behave. There we go. Good mammoth. We'll do the same on the other side. Just fold this up. Oh, I should probably lower the camera. Fold that up and in. That will snap into place. Then you're going to take this bit, fold that down, then just take the arm and peg that in. Let's get the fist out of the way. Like that. Then we're going to take this part and we're just going to drop it down and everything will sort of line up and peg it into place. And then we can take the pistol and plug it in a very suggestive area. And there you go. You have Big Convoy in his mammoth mode. I like, oh, and you can fold out the ears. Forgot that. Yeah, I like it. It is a brick. There is really no articulation other than the trunk, and I guess the feet can kind of kick forward. It is a brick, and there is obvious robot mode kibble and tons of robot mode kibble under there. But again, it's a beast former. It's not a straight symmetrical guard. You're going to have some leeway, or you're going to have some leeway. So it is a brick, albeit a very impressive and nice looking brick. I like it. It's good. And I'll give you even a close look at the mammoth noggin. Yes, very nice. So yeah, that is the beast mode. I like it. It is a brick though. It is a brick made of bricks made out of even more bricks. But you know what? It's kind of charming in that way. It kind of reminds me of beast modes from the 90s, which were often bricks. Let's be honest, they were bricks. So yeah, there's the beast mode. We'll go ahead and get this back into robot mode, and then I will give my final thoughts on the figure. So first things first, we're going to rip off the big cannon, then unpeg the arms, unpeg this panel and make sure this comes up with it. And we're just going to fold these up and out to the sides. And that will come undone, by the way, at least once. And then just fold these out to the side and, of course, take out the now very phallic pistol. Then we're just going to fold this up. And sometimes you do need to use something to get these heels out. I should have gotten a pen lid. Uno momento. Okay. Pen lid. And just... Why is it you always work off camera, but never on it? Thank you. Just kind of jam that in wherever you can. Can I get it? I have no nails. Ugh. There we go. Fold that out. Then we're going to unpeg these. Turn these around. First, we're just going to fold this around, plug that into there, and then we can open this panel and fold out the foot like so, and then we can just collapse that down like that and turn that around. Same on the other side, like that. Open that up, fold out that foot, close that, fold that in, and then just straighten the legs out like that. And we'll raise the camera. Then we're just going to take these, and they've probably already unpegged, so just take them out, fold the foot down, fold that around like that, and like that. And then we can take the arms and fold them all the way in, like so and like so. Turn these out. Make sure the fists are pointing the right... Oh, no, they were pointing the right way. There we go. Then we can come to the back and take this part and fold it out and just kind of position this like that for a moment. And then we'll take the shoulder pads and unpeg them. Oh, and make sure you've closed the ears over the eyes of the mammoth, and then just kind of finagle the shoulder pads around. And you will knock off the tusks probably. And then just fold that around. Oh, before you actually do that, make sure to fold his horns out. And then we can fold this in and out like that, fold that out, and try your best to get this connected, like so. And then we'll give him his little pistol. And there you go. There you have Big Convoy. Straighten him out. Back in his robot mode. Final thoughts on the figure? I like this figure. I legitimately do. I was looking forward to this figure when it was announced. And I think they did a pretty good job with it. My one thing, other than like the kibble and bits and things like that, there's this line of thought in the Transformers community around this toy that this should have been a commander class. They should have given this a bit more of a budget. That way the kibble wouldn't have been compressed as it was, and they could have probably thrown in the Matrix Buster and a couple more accessories. So I do think that line of thinking is correct. I do believe that this should have been a commander class. But as a leader class, it's still a good figure. Do I recommend it? Yes, but with a caveat. If you have the original figure, probably keep the original figure. I don't know if you really need this figure if you have the original because of how good that figure was. But if you don't, or you just for some reason want an updated version of it, yeah, definitely pick this up. It's a good leader class. And it's nice to say something nice about a toy from this line. Oh, please prepare yourself because next week's review is not going to be a positive one at all. Foreshadowing. But yeah, there you go. There is your Transformers Age of the Prime leader class Big Convoy. I'm asking you to like, favorite, and favorite. Come on, Brian. Are you really that rusty? Like, comment and subscribe. Check out all the links all down below for all the places you can find me, support me. I did have to delete my Amazon wish list. I don't know if I'll get like a throne or something like that. Probably not at the moment. I did have to delete it because Amazon is like, hey, are you cool? Like, if we share your legitimate home address with your random people buying you things? You're not? Oh, that's unfortunate because we're going to force you to do that anyway. Yeah. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's just putting your address out on the internet, especially in today's age, is not a good thing. But anyway, yeah. Remember, growing old is mandatory. Growing up is optional. Be curious, be playful, and above all else, be kind. And I will see you next time.